Yo, what's up dudes? Back again with another video on the XP. It's been a while, I think about 3 weeks, so pretty keen to get stuck back into it. This week on Wednesday we had a few goodies show up. Inner sills finally came, in and out quarters left and right, and the outer skins too. So I'm going to jump right into this right hand side. We'll work our way forwards. So I'll cut this quarter off first. We'll rebuild the inner, get that outer sorted, and then we can move on to this outer sill. We'll rip the outer off, inspect what else needs to be done. I know these wheel arches need to be fixed up on the inside. So we'll get into that tomorrow. But yeah, for this afternoon, we'll just make a start on the sill and see what we can get done. Well, that was a super yuck job to start with, but we got this inner quarter screwed up in there. Just tech screwed in for now, just so I can mock everything up. This is all the crap that come out from underneath. Very enjoyable going in my mouth for the last 40 minutes. But anyway, happy with how that fits in. It's actually a really nice aftermarket bit, so I'll leave that screwed in for now. Next on the agenda is remake this inner wheel arch here. So that'll give me the flange on the outside to be able to install this quarter. So once I make that, I'll be able to weld in the inner, weld off the inner wheel arch, and then look at mocking up the outside. Got my wheel arch repair roughed in, so I just got some fine tuning to do. But that's going to sit up in there like so. So I'll just do some final beating to get that flange on the outside right, Got my bead rolling here, looks nice and factory. Yeah, so I'll beat that up, roll that flange back together, and then I can trim up this wheel arch and get him tacked in. And then we'll be ready for the fitment of the outer skin. Welded in and the wheel arch repair welded in, so happy with how those turned out. What's next is I need to make a little patch coming here. There's a little rust hole there, if you can see that. Yep. So that'll be super easy. I'll smash that in, and then yeah, we're going to start mocking up the outside of the quarter. I've had it screwed on the outside. I just want to beat this lip around a little bit more and get it sitting a bit more flush and uniform, but we'll pick that up tomorrow anyway. So we'll call it a day for today, and yeah, in the morning we'll jump right in and get this quarter on. Alright, it's a fresh morning here at Streeters. I've left a huge mess here last night, so I'm going to quickly tidy all this up and then jump straight into this quarter. As I said, a few things to tidy up, grind my welds and a little bit of beading. And yeah, we'll smash this quarter on and see how far we get today. I'd really like to get something done with this sill. But as I said, there's going to be a lot of work involved there. A lot of patches to make, a lot of test fitting. Got to get that inner sill situated up in there first and mock that up, and then have a look at what we need to do for the outer sill. I know the sill extension is rooted, got to rebuild that. Bunch of stuff I've already talked about in previous videos, rebuild A-pillars. But yeah, we'll dive right into this quarter. Finish that off this morning. That shouldn't take us too long. I've pretty much got all the hard work done yesterday. Just got a few things to fix up, and yeah, we'll look at getting this quarter panel situated on the car. You can see these don't come with the rear section, but luckily this one's not too bad. It's not rusted out, so it's a little bit rough on the edges, but I'll just be able to clean that up and beat it to match this quarter. And yeah, it should be sweet. Okay, we've got this outer quarter all mocked up. You can see it fits up. That wheel arch repair is super nice. A little bit of overhang here, but that's fine. We'll just, once that's plugged in, we can just trim that up to match the quarter. Yeah, got it screwed to the inner. Really happy with how it sits. So the next move will just be cut this out, and I'll cut through the panels here just so they butt up nicely. And yeah, we'll prep this outer. So we'll just clean off the bare metal on the inside, put some weld through, drill some plugs, And yeah, that'll be it. Alright, we got a lot done that last time lapse. Yeah, finished and cleaned up the wheel arch. We rust treated the whole inside, cut this nice and tight to fit. I spent a lot of time on this to get a real nice tight gap through here, just so I can come through and TIG weld that. So that's just tacked in with the MIG at the moment, but I've fully plugged it around the wheel arch and underneath. So that's in its final position and super solid. So it's a good feeling to cut all that old crap out. So, stupidly, forgot to drill these two holes here for the bumper mount. So I did all the plug welds, but there's two holes that go here for the bumperettes to mount. So I'm gonna have to come through and do that again. But can't win them all. So, but really happy with the fitment. Yeah, it's sitting nice. I've come through and beaded all this, so it's super flush. So that's 1/4 down. I'll leave this where it's at for now, and I'll come through and TIG weld it later. get going, I'll just show you a couple of things I've done. I've just braced through these pillars just so this car doesn't move at all, because once I take that sill out, there could possibly be a little bit of flex in it. So I've just thrown that brace in those pillars just to strengthen it up, just so it doesn't move when I pull these sills out. Furthermore, I've just measured off a few spots. So I've marked a few areas that I'll go to, and then just labelled them here, what the measurements are. So we got 1, 2 off the pillar here, and 3 off the plenum, all down to different spots on the sill, just to give me a guide when I put the sill back on. It makes it a lot easier. There's no guessing then. You just throw the new one up in there and check the measurements. If it's all good, you weld him off. No need to worry whether it's in the right place or not. So yeah, just a couple little tricks that I like to use. Save any guesswork, stop from any flexing happened and bending of the shell. But yeah, we got all the pillars off, all the bottom of the sill is off from all the supports in the floor. So yeah, all that's left is we'll knock this pillar off quickly, and then we've got to get in here and drill out all these spot welds going to the floor pans themselves. Once they're off, hopefully the inner and the outer sill will come out in one piece. This being the outer here, and that being the inner on the inside. So I haven't separated them through here. I'm just hoping they'll all sort of drop out in one piece. And then hopefully this afternoon, it is getting late, but hopefully this afternoon I can get that new sill over there just situated up in there. Maybe clamp it in or screw it in for now. And yeah, we'll probably call it a day. Got the sill out, and the outer in one piece, or 2 pieces. That was already cut before. Someone had to go and repair this, so they'll just sort of butt it up, and then had a tack on the top. So I just cut that tack, and this front one fell out. The camera died like over an hour ago. I didn't even realise, so I was spewing about that. But anyway, sill's out. We've got the inner all mocked up in there. Looks super snaz. Yeah, really happy with that inner actually. Sits up in there super easy, much better than XY, XB Falcons. They're sort of a bit of a dog to get up in there. But yeah, really happy with how that fits, and stoked as at the progress today. Is a huge day today. But what's next for this would be, we've got to rebuild this. Rebuild the wheel arch, A pillars. Yeah, lots to do. Lots to do next time. What else? I've just noticed, actually, I was just looking at these sills. These are the ones that come from the car, come with the car. I think they're from Retro Spares too. But they're missing a flange on the back here. They're missing a fold and a flange up to meet where it meets the inner sill. So I'm either gonna have to make a new one or I can reuse what's on here, which looks to be in pretty good condition. So what I need is this fold here that comes up into the inner sill. So I'll just unpick that and possibly reuse it. Probably the easiest option. It's in good condition, so I think that'll be the go. So yeah, I'll get this, next time we'll get this inner sill in. We'll graft the folds I need from that onto my new sills. Yeah, and then we can mock up this side. So yeah, really happy with the progress over this weekend. Got the quarter done in and out, wheel arch, and got all this off and mocked up. It was a whole lot of work. Yeah, that took hours. That was basically all afternoon that took to just get that sill out. You can see how many spot welds are in there. Just absolutely crazy. Yeah, it's a huge job. Absolutely huge. Lots of banging. Props to these seam busters. These were the lifesaver today. Smashed through everything. But yeah, thanks for watching the video. It's good to be back working on this thing, so keen to get the ball rolling again. So yeah, thanks for watching and stay tuned for the next one.